Good evening. This is the dimension of unbelievability. It is an area which we call the Frauditor Zone.
Welcome or welcome back. In this video, we find Direct D, or Direct Dumbass, following a complaint with the Internal Affairs Department because he believed he was assaulted by an officer. Well, they review his case and determine that he's full of shit. Just not in those exact words. Direct Dumbass is totally triggered and butthurt by it, which makes life for the rest of us just a little more entertaining here in the Frauditor Zone.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Jalissa.
Jalissa, I think I just talked to you on the phone. I'm here to file a complaint.
Okay, let me get an investigator over here.
Hi.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Good.
It might be going good for him now, but not too far in the future he's going to find himself totally triggered and so butthurt that he can't even sit. Is it wrong for me to be so entertained by that? Well, I'll show him the same amount of empathy that he shows others in his videos. None.
Sergeant Steinberg with Phoenix PD, what can I help you with?
I need to put in a complaint.
Okay.
And then we need to start a chain of evidence for the complaint, so.
Okay. Okay. So, do you know, tell me what's going on.
Officer Walter, 8360, I believe his badge number is.
8360, okay.
Yeah, Sergeant Walter, plain clothes with the heat unit. I'm sure you guys have already seen the video. It's been all over your Facebook.
Sure.
I was assaulted by your officer, but in policy terms, we would call it an out-of-policy use of force.
Okay.
So that's what my complaint's going to be. And he has a partner that was with him in his vehicle, and he refused to identify per Phoenix PD policy. So there's going to be 2 complaints on Officer Walter. I haven't identified his partner, but you guys have all that information, so I don't need to do it.
Out of policy use of force? Okay. Let's look at the video in question and then examine the alleged out of policy use of force.
Flashback.
We don't mind you filming, just back up for us, please. You're welcome to film. I need you to back up. That is an order. Move.
Don't touch me, dude. Hey, don't touch me.
You are too close
That's
to our
unlawful
stuff.
use of force. You better check yourself.
Wait, he just claimed there was unlawful use of force. I didn't see anything. Did I just happen to look away at the very moment this assault happened? Let's review it again.
That is an order. Move.
Don't touch me, dude. Hey, don't touch me.
You are too close
That's
to our
unlawful
stuff.
use of force. You better check yourself.
Darn, I missed it again. I must have fallen asleep for a second. Okay, let's review it one more time.
That is an order. Move.
Don't touch me, dude. Hey, don't touch me.
You are too close
That's
to our
unlawful
stuff.
use of force. You better check yourself.
I still don't see it, but I know that I was awake, and I know that I was alert and watching. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, because surely the Internal Affairs Department witnessed it. Or maybe something else happened in this video. So, let's keep watching.
Back
Do you want a
up.
lawsuit? What's your name and your badge
Back
number?
up. It's Sergeant Walter, badge 8360. I'm asking
Great.
you, you're within
You
about
want a
10
lawsuit?
yards.
So what? There's no...
Back
don't touch
up,
me.
or you're gonna go to
you
jail.
guys better be filming this shit. This is a lawsuit, buddy.
Dude,
There
you're
is no
welcome
rules.
to
Do you have
film.
tape up? Do you have...
You are
is
welcome.
this
No,
a crime
I don't have
scene?
to. No, I don't have to.
You do.
No,
This is a
I
public
don't.
area. I can be here.
I'm asking you to
You're
back
asking
up.
me. You just said you were ordering me. Now you're asking me. What is it? I haven't done anything illegal. So you
No,
better
but
check
you are
yourself.
too close.
That's
Yes,
not
I
illegal.
can tell. Yes, it
No,
is.
it's not.
It is.
What law is that? State the ARS.
You are too close.
State the ARS.
You are too close.
Exactly.
For our safety, it's.
What's the ARS for too close?
Come
Please
on, man.
state it. You could have come up with the come on, man, be nice. But you put your hands on me.
Where and when did he put his hands on you, Christopher Doofus? Where is the evidence of this? Did you feel the wind blow against your leg or arm and think it was the officer touching you because you don't understand what someone touching you feels like? I'm totally confused, but let's move on anyway.
You stupid
Oh, yeah.
dude. This is a freedom of speech. Dude, I know my rights.
is-
I got laws in my pocket right
Which
here.
is fine. I
I
asked
got
you.
laws. You want to see the laws?
You guys are.
Here's
I
Houston
did
versus
ask you.
Hill.
I did
Here's
ask you.
Houston versus Hill for interfering.
I looked it up and I found a Houston versus Hill, but it doesn't seem that I have the right one. In the case that I found, Hill was arrested under law prohibiting verbal abuse of police. Houston police had arrested Raymond Wayne Hill for yelling, "Why don't you pick on somebody your own size?" when a police officer arrested a friend of his. The police then arrested Hill for violating an ordinance determining that it shall be unlawful for any person to assault, strike, or in any manner oppose, molest, abuse, or interrupt any policeman in the execution of his duty or any person summoned to aid in making an arrest. After his acquittal in municipal court, Hill filed a federal lawsuit seeking a declaratory judgment of the Houston law is unconstitutional. A federal district court rejected his claim, but a federal appeals court reversed, finding the ordinance to be unconstitutionally overbroad and criminalizing a substantial range of protected speech and conduct. I must be out of my mind, but this doesn't make sense to me. This case is about free speech, and the officer is telling Doofus to get back for his own safety, having nothing to do with his speech. Please explain to me what I'm missing, because unlike frauditors, I really do want to learn.
I got ARSs right here. You want to see the ARSs?
Fine.
You want to
That's
see the ARSs? I carry laminated ARSs in a pocket constitution, you stupid. Which one do you want to see? Which one do you want to see right here? Look at these ARSs. ARSs. Which one do you want to see? Which one am I violating? They're all right here.
Well, I would like to see the ARS that applies to the situation. It's a bit weird to me that you keep a bunch of laminated ARSs in your pocket, but I don't think you can do eeny, meeny, miny, moe and just pick one at random and claim it applies to the situation.
Which one am I violating? All the laws are right there.
I'm not gonna entertain you.
Yeah, exactly. Don't touch me. That's an unlawful use of force. Do you know Plummer v. State?
Okay, Plummer v. State. On June 20th, 1892, Jackson Plummer, a 60-year-old man in ill health, left his home with his handgun and went looking for members of the town board of Kentland, Indiana. The board had ordered Plummer to trim his trees and he objected. Plummer came into contact with John Keefe and a man named Elliot, and Keefe told Plummer to go home. The board was not going to cut down his trees. Plummer started walking home, but not before he had pointed the pistol at Elliot and a board member named Conklin, and had threatened the town marshal if he were to show up. James Dorn, who was the marshal of the town, then arrived. Dorn struck Plummer with a billy club and then shot at him with a revolver without first informing Plummer of any intention to arrest him. Before Dorn struck and shot at Plummer, Plummer had not resisted or behaved violently. He had walked toward his home with a revolver in his hand and told the officer to keep away. Dorn and Plummer exchanged gunshots, each hitting the other, and Dorn died from the gunshot wound. A Newton County grand jury indicted Plummer for manslaughter, and after a change of venue, he was then tried in Benton County before Judge U.Z. Wiley. Plummer was convicted of manslaughter after Wiley gave jury instructions. Plummer was sentenced to 15 years in prison and appealed. Chief Justice James McCabe delivered the opinion to the court on October 10, 1893. McCabe noted that Dorn may or may not have held the authority to make a warrantless arrest of Plummer. The offense that Plummer committed was a misdemeanor, and for Dorn to have legal authority to make that arrest, the offense must have been committed in Dorn's presence. The state cited legal authority to support that it was in his presence, and McCabe said that for the purpose of the opinion, the court would assume that Dorn had the authority to make the arrest. McCabe stated that an officer, in effecting an arrest, is allowed to use force, but only that force that is necessary. He then noted that by striking Plummer with a nightstick before telling Plummer he was under arrest, Dorn had committed a battery by the use of excessive force. Plummer was then entitled to defend himself, and when Dorn shot at Plummer, Plummer had a clear right to defend himself, even to the taking the life of his assailant. The court held that by not giving adequate self-defense instructions to the jury, the trial court erred and the conviction was reversed. What the f***? We're comparing being struck by a billy club and an officer maybe touching the doofus? Is he seriously insinuating that he can attack the officer, claiming self-defense if the officer touched him? Self-defense from being touched? This is a really bad rabbit hole that I do not like falling into. But let's continue nonetheless, because, well, Frauditor.
If you touch me, I'm allowed to defend myself. I haven't broken any laws.
No.
Yes, it is. You better look it up when you get home.
That's fine.
Plummer v. State. Unlawful use of force, mother. I'm not detained. I haven't broken any laws. You don't touch me, punk. You understand?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Exactly.
You're gonna stand here and look stupid like you already are. Good job, asshole.
Yep.
You just the biggest channel in Arizona for cop watching, dumbass. You're gonna be famous in the morning.
That's fine.
You're gonna be fucking famous,
Fine,
stupid.
man. That's fine.
Get out of here. Go to work. All your shit's done. You're dismissed. Back up so I can pick my shit up.
Are you kidding me? Look, you stupid doofus, you threw your shit on the ground, so you pick your own shit up, dumbass.
What's your name and your badge number so I can include you? Hey, what's your name and your badge number? Oh, that's right, coward. Run, coward. Bye-bye. Huh? Hey, what's your name and your badge number? You want to just stand there and let your buddy put his hands on me? What's your name and your badge number, punk? Do you have a name and a badge number? No? You're just gonna be a coward? Is that what you're gonna do? Bye-bye, coward. You're gonna be famous in the morning, dumb shit. You fucking dumb piece of... Good job, Phoenix PD. You did it again, asshole. Bye-bye, my...
End of flashback.
Those are the two complaints. Out of policy use of force, and then failure to identify the other guy, because Sergeant Walter did identify. But that was after he pushed me.
Okay, and Sergeant Walter was the one who pushed you. That's what
Yep.
you said. Okay.
Real quick, can I get your name and badge number and your name and badge number?
Sure. Sergeant Steinberger, 8676.
And I'm Sergeant Jenkins, 7796.
Thank you. So it doesn't matter if it's on YouTube or not. It doesn't
the
matter.
thing is, you even just said that part of the video was muted.
Part of my language, all the
Okay.
cussing, that's irrelevant to being
it's
pushed.
not-
So he's now claiming he was pushed? I'm not going to review the video again, but let's look up the definition of being pushed just for shits and giggles. Being pushed is defined as 1. Exert force on someone or something, typically with one's hand, in order to move them away from oneself or the origin of the force. Or 2. Move forward by using force to pass people or cause them to move aside. If force was used to move him back, why didn't his camera even shake a little bit? Is it possible that all the drugs he's taken throughout his life, or even throughout that one day, was so much that he wasn't able to be moved back even by force? In addition, had the officer pushed him back, that's still not comparable to being hit with a billy club, and his claim of self-defense would not work. Well, whatever. Let's just continue.
Not necessarily
It is irrelevant. It is, because I didn't
overall-
say anything before I was assaulted. We're here for an out-of-policy use of force. We're not going to sit here and pick apart my behavior or anything that I did. You're not going to turn this around on me.
But they have to examine your part in this. They can't just take your word for it and then go sentence the officer to death because you claim he touched you or pushed you or assaulted you, whatever you want to call it. This is the part where I wonder if I'm on candid camera. Okay, haha, it's historical. You can come out now and show me where you hid the camera. Hello? Oh, come on, come out. I know this is part of some kind of show because this can't be reality, right? Hello?
Nobody's turning anything around.
Dude, that's what you're trained to
We
do.
just need it unedited.
Okay, hi, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm okay now. The complaint portion of the video suddenly ended there, but that's okay. I think we've all heard enough anyway. So let's now get on with the findings of Mr. Doofus's complaint. If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. It's now time to cool down from the Frauditor Zone. The link to the cooldown video is right above, and the link to my entire new cooldown channel is in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it and hit the like button. Good night.